In working on Mike's website for the last 2 or 3 years, one of the challenges was constantly creating content, editing, shooting, learning lighting, learning camera angles, cameras that we've got set up here. So one of the things that I started thinking about while I was editing is there a website that would create its own content? Is there a website that we wouldn't have to shoot videos for? And the answer I came up with was actually a card game, a website that plays a card game. Now, card games recently got revolutionized by Texas Hold'em. So out of 100 different versions of poker, there was one that seemed to work better than any other. And this idea was 2 hold cards, 5 community cards, a turn in the river, so it built some suspense, and then there were 2 down cards that you could actually see on camera. So this created something of a revolution in the way that poker was played, and also that TV could cover poker. So a card game could potentially be huge if it could follow Texas Hold'em. In terms of what's legal and illegal with card games, you have to have a game of skill for it not to be classified as gambling. So a game of skill that's also a card game, unbelievably, is a game of solitaire. And there is a game of solitaire that is played around the world. Out of 1,000 different games of solitaire, there is one that is based on skill. And the game is called Spider. And the website I'm talking about, a website that could create its own content, is a website that we could potentially call Pro Spider. We could run professional tournaments in solitaire. I know, wow. Every week, whoever posts the highest score wins whatever the pot is. So if you subscribe for $5 a month, and you can play as much as you want, and the highest score you can post in that month, that's your score, and whoever posts the highest score out of everyone who subscribes wins a pot. It's not gambling because it is a game of skill. It is also professional, as I said, Pro Spider, because it is an amazing game of skill. Spider is an extraordinarily hard game of solitaire, but you can solve it every single time. And I modified the rules. I was writing novels back when I was in my 30s, and I used to play solitaire games all the time on the computer. This particular game was by far the best, and I modified the rules so we could make it Tournament Spider. So, let me show you Tournament Spider. 7 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and another 7 cards. 14 down cards. So this is round 1. Round 1 of our Pro Spider tournament is played with 14 down cards and then 7 up cards. If you get this solved, we'll add an additional down card, and we'll keep adding additional down cards until you can't solve the puzzle anymore. The number of down cards that you successfully complete is your score for the week. I have played this game, I've got up to 28 down cards. It took me 14 hours to get to 28 down cards before I was out. What's amazing about this game, what's incredible, is that every single hand, if you are skillful enough, is solvable. Now, Let me talk you through how the game works as we play it. Okay, so first of all, any lower card can be put on any higher card. Any sequential stack can be put and moved onto another higher card. Any exposed down card can then be turned over. Now, as you see here, the 7 can go on the 8 and can go on the 8. The 6 can go on the 7. So this becomes a game of choices. Do I move the 7 to the 8 first or the 6 to the 7 first? The strategy in Spider becomes so complex and so detailed that you can actually turn it into a professional level of gameplay. So obviously, 6 going on to the 7 is the smart move, and then we turn this card over here. Okay, now we've got the 7 that can go on the 8 and the 7 that can go on the 8. We've got the Jack that can go on the Queen. We've got the Queen that can go on the King. Always the lower goes before the higher, and the smaller number of cards that are turned down also influences your decision. So for example here, the smaller going to the higher, the 7, the 6 going to the 8, but there's 2 cards that are down. The Jack going to the Queen, but there's 1 card is down. The Jack going to the Queen is the better move. So the Jack goes to the Queen and we turn the down card over. Now, when we get the column blank, now we get to move anything that we want up into this column. So we have the 7, 6, 5 that can go on the 8. We have the 4, 3, 2 that can go on the 5. Okay? And that'll expose a couple of cards, and we can leave this thing blank. So let's do that first. We go there, and then we go there, and we turn these 2 up. Now, on our website, we can explain how to play this game at every single level of ability. You can get better and better and better at this game so that you can get out not just 14 down cards, which we had here, but eventually 28 down cards. But let's see where we're going to go. Okay, so do we put the King up? Do we put the 8 up? Any card can go up into this space. So which card do we put up? That's an interesting question. Well, the best card to put up right now would be the Queen Jack. Even though we could put the Queen up there from here, even though we could put any of these up. The reason why the Queen Jack's the best to put up is because we can always put it back down on the King, and we want higher cards on the top of the row. So let's do that, and then we pull the Queen back down onto the King, and we still have our blank space. So we didn't lose our blank space no matter what we got. Again, that's a strategic play. This is how the game can be played at a professional level. Okay, King, Queen, Jack. Do we put those up yet? And we've got 2 cards there. Probably not just yet. What we want to do is try to get ourselves another space. So let's go with the 7 on the 8, and we'll flip this guy over. Okay, and then we go to the 8, 9. And then we'll flip this guy over. Notice we're still keeping our space there. If we pull the Queen over here, flip this over, we might get 2 spaces, which we now do. So as you can see, very strategic game, very advanced game. This is not a game of luck. This is a game of skill. By the way, I've been playing this forever. Okay, now's a question. We've been playing this for a little bit. What do we do here? King, Queen, Jack up there, or King, Queen up there? Well, there are 2 down cards here and 1 down card here. The better chance of maintaining our number of spaces up here is by moving the King, Queen, which we're going to do. And we're going to flip that over, and we've got the 3. Okay, Jack, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 3. Okay, once you complete an entire sequence of cards from King to Ace, you take those off the board. So then they create more room for us moving forward. Okay, so now we're calming down a little bit. We're a little bit stuck. Now, here's another thing to think about. When you play solitaire, you're always struggling for moves. You're never given a good option. In this game, you are given every option that you can think of, and you are given all kinds of ways to go. Okay, so we've got the 3 and we've got the 8-7. We've got one blank space. Which one are we going to take? Well, here's the thing. We've already got a 3 exposed. So our 3 is going nowhere. So this 3 is going nowhere. So we're better off moving this 3 than we are moving the 8-7. It'll all make sense one of these days. Okay, that exposed the 4. Beautiful. We can go 5-4 and then 5-4-3. Now we've got 2 spaces. We can pull the 8-7 up. We can flip that over. And now already in one turn, we have every single down card taken out of the mix. Okay, now I've been playing this game for a long time, so okay, I'm really good at this. But God bless me. Okay, now what we do when there are no more moves to make is we take the deck of cards and we deal 1 card to every column. And now we have to decide what are we going to do next. Now, like I said, this is Spiderette. This is the most popular solitaire game in the world. There are 1,000 sites that feature this game. But there is no site that has modified the rules to be able to turn it into a tournament version that people can not only get really good at, but can win out. Because 14 down cards, 15, 16, 17, you keep going with your down cards. Every hand you get out, you add another down card. That can create, in the whole world, out of 1 million players, that can create a winner. 1 winner a week, the $3 a month to keep playing. You post your highest score that you darn can. The winner wins $1,000 or $10,000 or $50,000 or 100 grand or whatever we want to do. People will start showing up. One will be like, holy Christ, this is pro solitaire. This is pro sports in solitaire. Who would have thought that possible? Okay, so where are we going to go now? I'm going to have to shut up and think here a little bit. Okay, we got an 8, an ace. We got a 6. We got a queen. We got a 10. We got an ace, and we got a 9. So what are we going to do? Okay, we can do 9-10, exposing the queen, which doesn't really get us anywhere at all. We can't move the 6. Can we move this 10? No, we can't move this 10. So we've kind of got nothing to work with here. So I would think our... It's hard. You have to see moves and combinations. Okay, so what I'm thinking, 9 on the 10, 8 on the 9, and that's as good as we can do. Now, 5, 4, 3, ace. The numbers have to be in sequence in order to be able to move the pile. We can't move the 6. Let's go here and let's go here. And I think that's as much as we can do. Okay. So as good as a turn as we had in the previous go, now we're a little bit stuck. All right, but here we go. You can still see that, huh? Okay, good. All right, let's see if I know what I'm talking about. Let's see if I am as good as I think I am. Okay. All right, now we've got some stuff. Now we got something more interesting here. Okay. So again, the way the game works, higher card, lower card goes on a higher card, doesn't matter what the suit is. We're trying to clear spaces, we're trying to shift entire straight runs off the board from king to ace. Okay, 2 can go on the 3, ace can go on the 2, right? 2, ace. That can happen there. Clearing the queen doesn't do us much good. 9 can go on the 10. 7 goes on the 6, 2 goes on the 3, ace goes on the 2, and we clear the suit. Okay, so always, whenever you can, clear the suit. Okay, let me show you how we're going to clear the suit. This is the row we're going to clear, the sequence, not a suit. Sorry. Okay, here we go. So 9 on the 10, 6 on the 7, 2 on the 3, ace on the 2, king through ace in the sequence, goes away. 1 down. We have to get 4 of these down in order to win the game. 1 gone and a blank space. Okay, now where are we going next? Okay, 5 goes on the 6, 7, 6 goes on the 8. That looks like a pretty good deal. Five, 4, 3, 2, 5. No, it doesn't move because there's no 2 there. The 2's missing. So let's go over here with the ace. Ace, 2, 3. Okay, now here's a fun move. It's a hard game, I promise you. Very hard game. Okay, let's put, you always want to build from high to low. So let's put 5, 4, 3 right here. 3, 2, ace there. Ace is going to go there. 2's going to go here. Ace is going to go there. Now we've got, so all legal moves, that was fairly advanced play, but that's what you can do. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. We look like we're stuck, right? We look like we have absolutely nothing to do. Well, 10, 9, 8, 7, here's a sequence. As long as you have a sequence, you can move it. So let's dump that sequence up here in the blank space. Okay. Now we got 6, 5 that'll go on the 8, 7. If we want to do that, let's think about that. Okay. Looks good. 8, 7, 6, 5 on the 10, 9 right there. And we've created ourselves a space. So now we've got sequences. Notice how the sequences of numbers are starting to form. You want to maintain sequences of numbers. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do we want to move the 10 here? And once we move the 10 there, we're pretty much done with our turn. But let's do that. Let's move it in there and clear the 10. Okay, now we have no more moves, so we have to deal another round of cards. Now, another thing that's interesting is if you don't know if you have a move or not, you could potentially make the wrong move, and if you make the wrong move, it could potentially end the game. So the deal with this game is wrong moves tend to kill you. And good moves, if you consistently make good moves, you will stay in the game. You will be able to solve it, and you'll be able to get it out. Now, I got to mention, this is just 14 cards down. This is the first level of figuring this game out. Okay, so from here, what are we going to do? Well, we got 3, 2. We got an ace here that'll go on the 3, 2. That'll clear to the 5. We got jack through the 5, which we can move because it's in sequence, which you can put on a 10. So we're looking pretty good here. we're looking good. This looks like this can work out for us. Okay, we got a 2 here on an ace. We got to clear the 2 so that we maintain this sequence. Okay, so let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here. Always go to the higher. Always go to the higher of the 2. The king, queen, jack over the queen, jack. We can put the 10 here or we can put it here. Always go to the higher. Always go to the higher place to go. Okay, now we just need a 3-2 ace, and this is gone, which we've got. 3-2 ace, and this is gone. So now we got 2 out. 2 out of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, suddenly we're looking good here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we're looking very good. Okay, we don't have any more kings, so we can't get anything out, but we can do this, and we can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? We're feeling pretty good. So, well, actually, there's one more move to make. So now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got 3 down cards left. We've got 2 stacks out. We are looking pretty damn good. Okay, so queen through ace can't go anywhere because the because the 4's on top of it. Has to be a sequential series in order to move. Okay, so if we put the 4 on the 5, the queen can move onto the king. Very easy to do. There's another sequence, and that sequence is gone. And now, just because I've been playing this game forever, I know that this game is over, but let's keep playing it anyway, just because everybody's new to this and they're excited. Oh, I did something wrong there, never mind. And they're excited to see how it all works out. Well, it's all working out. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7 goes in the 8. We can put that up in the blank space, put the queen on the king, put the 8 on the 9, put the 6 on the 7, and put the 3 on the ace. So, that's 14 down. So we got 14 down, figured out. Now, the weird thing about this game is actually not that great to shuffle this deck right here, because it's all in sequence. You're much better off actually having a computer shuffle a deck for you. But anyway, just for demo, where are we going now? Okay, that was 14 down. Next, we go to 15 down. Right? And after that, we solve that one. Sorry about my sheet. We go to 16 down. And then if you solve that, you go to 17 down. And if you solve that, you go to 18 down, 19, 20, 21. You post your best score for the week. And whoever posts the best score wins. And that is the most cards I have ever got out. Down playing Spider Solitaire. And just getting to 21 cards down can take you 10 hours. And getting to 28 cards down took me 3 days. So let's say people pay $3 a week or $10 a week or whatever it is. We run a competition once a week or once a month. We create the program online for them so that they can play this game, and they get to as many down cards as they possibly can to post their score, and that's their score for the month. And the person with the best number of down cards that they've successfully solved for the month wins, I don't know, $500 or $1,000 or $10,000 or $50,000. I mean, whatever you want to do to get this thing going. The bigger the prize money, the more people will want to play. And again, this is an extraordinarily hard game of skill. This is a website that creates its own content, runs itself, and could keep people hooked forever. It's the most popular form of solitaire in the world. And I modify the rules in order to make it a tournament game of solitaire. If you ever wanted to play pro cards, this is the way to do it.